Oh, what's cracking? And the question that I want to know is, did Caleb Williams get his OC fired? I'm gonna say you never know. You never know. For sure, he was calling out horrible plays, horrible plays. But Caleb wasn't happy. He wasn't helping at all either. He's underthrowing guys, overthrowing guys, holding on to the ball too long. He's not, he's not playing out there loose. He looks like he's somewhat regressed. But I think it all has to do with what we've been hearing from all the players, and also some rumors are going around that also some of the veterans, some of the veterans were asking for Caleb's benching and to throw in Tyson Bagent. And I've never spoke about Tyson Bagent. I just started this channel last October. But I was big on Tyson Bagent. I like the kid. He's tall. He has all right power on that arm, but he always makes the right decision. I'm not saying throw him in. I'm saying the players were saying that before. Supposedly they're talking about the benching of him before talking about details going on in practice, and supposedly the OC now, which is Thomas Brown, he will be the guy on Fridays or Saturdays, I believe, right after practice. He'll be going over film and details, and I'm thinking to myself, why isn't Shane Waldron the one that's on that same meeting going over details, since he's the guy that's originally calling the play? So I'm not understanding why Shane Waldron is not there with Thomas Brown, which is the OC now. I have no idea why, but it's a little concerning that that's a rumor. It's not hasn't came out to be true, and if it was a rumor, I mean, if it is true, I'm pretty sure they told everybody to shut their mouths. Anybody that probably has a channel or that has some that's in cahoots or friends with somebody on any kind of sports channel that speaks upon the Bears. Uh, yeah, we don't know if Caleb for sure is playing bad. For sure he's playing bad. And some of the pros are saying, like, was it Sean McCoy? He was talking about he didn't see what other people were seeing. What he liked was, what we like, what kind of jumps out on the film when we see him play, which he hasn't been able to do, is his mobility. Able to work that pocket. That's one of the first things I was able to see on the field on preseason and regular games, which he's not doing now. He's kind of holding on to the ball, almost kind of forcing himself to read the field, which he also hasn't been doing well. He hasn't been reading the field well. Sometimes he'll go to the right guy, but he was just a horrible pass. Horrible pass. And sometimes guys are dropping passes. Guys like Kanan Allen. Even sometimes DJ Moore. Mix that up with Coach Eberflus probably not holding people accountable, which players also brought up also. And then you got to think about the defense. After defense knows when they watching their own team out there, and they ain't putting no points. You got to think to yourself, how much more energy are you going to put into a game like last week's game, which wasn't that wide of a margin? We weren't losing by much. Like, if you clicked onto the channel, like I said last time, and you're like, oh shit, it's a close game. That's not what the story told. That's not how the book was written. You would have thought it was fucking 40 to 10, or or 3 to 30 or something like that. But it was a bad game all around. Lack of effort, lack of detail, execution, people not being on the same page, frustration. Clearly, you can see the frustration. I was watching this one clip where uh, Caleb's on the ground. I think it was this game. He's on the ground right after a sack, and he's kind of going like this with both of his hands, like kind of like insinuating. This from my view, insinuating, cause like, hey, ain't nobody gonna pick me up, and some other guy in the Patriots picked him up. You never know, man. Is that confidence being a captain too early, rubbing the guys the wrong way? I remember in a press conference that maybe DJ Moore said he was a little bossy, like, but kind of like in a good way. But then Caleb, after that, they told him like, what do you think about that comment from DJ? He's like, oh, I don't know, it's a little sassy. Like, what you? If I heard that, I'm like, what you mean over right there, bro? Sassy? You saying I'm sassy? I don't know. that that over can it be overconfidence and it's turned into arrogance? Maybe that's why some of the veterans. I'm thinking. Hey, sometimes rumors. There's a little truth to rumors sometimes. So sometimes you could kind of believe the rumors. You can imagine people in the background and behind the scenes are like, "Hey, calm that shit down. Calm that noise down. It's true, but we don't want people, panicking and shit. The fans and teammates, and yeah, it's gonna start something." So, yeah, I don't. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens with Thomas Brown as the OC. Uh, I don't know. Like I said, this I don't think this is the beginning. They fired the OC. The players also, which I forgot to mention. Like I said, it's true that some of them were saying that Shane Waldron was not coaching hard enough, or Eberflus. I'm say Eberflus too, man. Not coaching hard enough, wanting to be. I would say that's where that attention to detail is coming from. Like if you're out there coaching, you know what I'm saying, you got to be yelling out some orders. You got to correct things that are not being done correctly. You're just letting people just out there playing like being soft on people, and you're just letting people just run plays and all right, guys, run that play again. All right, do it again, and you don't see people doing it the right way because you're being too soft. If the players are saying, I remember my nephew said that. He's like, Theo, right? He's in soccer, and he's like, I hate being this team. This coach don't coach. Like, yeah, I know he don't really coach at all like that. Like he wants to be coached. Good players want to be coached. They don't mind to be coached because they want to be challenged. Good players like don't want to. They don't want to have too much confidence in thinking, oh, I'm good enough. You always want to be thinking like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm not good enough. I got to keep going harder. I got to eat healthier. I got to work harder. I got to put more effort. I got to start studying more. Whatever it is, just go more harder at it. And that's the point. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Caleb might have helped Shane Waldron get fired? Is it a combination of both things? Do you think Caleb? I don't know. Hey, some of the pros are saying that he's not the guy that we think he is. That we should have picked Jaden Daniels and some other guys. Hey, drop your comments, guys. Let me know.